In 2009, the Muslim community in Lower Manhattan had the urge to build a community center that included a Muslim worship section. The community center, named Park 51, is located 2 blocks from Ground Zero where the Twin Towers fell September 11, 2001. Naturally, this was a controversial topic, given that Muslim extremists were responsible for 2,752 New York lives as they flew into the World Trade Centers. Many families of the fallen victims felt it was disrespectful to place a Muslim mosque so close to Ground Zero. The sensitive feelings of these families were fed by the ongoing controversy. Most of the information that the public heard came from the television and politics, so their easiest access to information was based on biased sources that were not always truthful. Those today are invested in Park 51 see it as a community center that will benefit the public by bringing the people of Manhattan together. But those who only listen to the negative media sources will see it as a slap in the face and disrespectful towards the loved ones that they lost in 9/11. These New Yorkers felt that this site should not house a Muslim mosque. In the protest against Park 51, there were thousands of New Yorkers in the 9th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. These protests included threats to burn copies of the Quran and murmurs against the idea of using photographs of New York's children as an opening exhibition. The editor and publisher of Atlas Shrugged, Pamela Geller, disapproved of the idea of photograph exhibition and wrote an email to CNN stating, "It is an obvious and cynical attempt to manipulate the public opinion and divert attention away from the Islamic supremacist ties." End quote. This is a good example of the media contorting the reality of what Park 51 is trying to offer and how they will try and sway the public's view of Park 51. Some of the protesters have their feelings about Park 51 set in stone, so no matter what evidence shows that the community center is being beneficial to the Manhattan public, it will just look like it's trying to cover up a conspiracy. Park 51's mission and description as described on their website reads as follows. A group of downtown Muslim Americans envisioned a sanctuary that celebrates the best qualities of a Muslim faith in New York City. A place where everyone is welcome to learn, experience arts and culture, explore spirituality, and strengthen their bodies. Park 51 has conceived as a way to give back to New York City, to help rebuild and reinvigorate Lower Manhattan while developing a new perspective on Muslims in America. In the future, Park 51 will offer social and recreational services as well as world-class health and wellness and educational facilities. Presently, Park 51 is open to doors to New Yorkers of all backgrounds for interfaith workshops, films, and lectures. Park 51's services are for all cultures and religions. One of their services includes their educational facilities. For example, on March 17, 2012, Park 51 had a Haitian Creole workshop for the public. To give the people of Manhattan the opportunity to learn some vocabulary in the Creole language and learn about Haitian music and art, by the end of the workshop, those who attended were comfortably able to order at a Haitian restaurant and have a better grasp of what it means to be Haitian. Other activities they have provided are Okinawan Goju Ryu Karate Do, a style of karate that is said anybody can learn if they apply themselves. They also have offered identity photography workshops, Islamic art and calligraphy classes, bread making classes, and a photography exhibition with the goal of photographing a child from every country in the world, all currently living in New York City. Park 51 is not a Muslim mosque. It is a community center that is bringing Lower Manhattan closer together as a community. Park 51 opened peacefully on September 21, 2011, which is strange enough because a year prior there were passionate protesters who were against the project. Some rallies were planned to be held on September 11th, but the Gazette from Montreal quoted a community leader saying, "Our desire is to simply preserve 9/11 for appropriate remembrance and reflection." Some September 11th community leaders said in a letter to rally organizers, "We do not believe in protest rallies of this nature should take place on such a sacred day in such a close proximity to Ground Zero." Ramsey Clark, a former U.S. Attorney General, quoted the Gazette, "People of courage, compassion, and peace will want the Islamic Community Center in the vicinity of the World Trade Center site. Together we can overcome violence and hatred as we reach out to each other and unite. If everyone would give Park 51 a chance without letting negative media in the picture, the community center can achieve the peace that Ramsey Clark claims it can."